Hi, this is Rover100 Gaz, and today I'm not in the Rover100. This is the Ford C-Max 1.6. Some say, why am I driving a C-Max? The reason I'm driving a C-Max is, of course, I'm a family man and I've got a 21-month-old girl and I need a family car to run around in. So, what is this car? So it's a 1.6 TDI on a 62 plate. It's got 71,000 miles on the clock. I've had this one for about 2 years now. Just to give you a bit of background, we found out we were pregnant in December, and I wanted to get something that's slightly a bit more comfortable for my wife. So driving the Rover100 and the Ford Focus was not the most comfortable cars to drive in. So I took a decision to get something older but a bit more comfortable. So I bought this one to replace the Focus. A bit of a change from the Focus. That was a 1 litre turbo engine, which wasn't the most what you call comfortable driving car. It required a lot of revs to get it up and running, and it felt a bit gutless. So this 1.6 diesel is a lot more refined, mid-range, and to go around town and longer journeys, it is that little bit more relaxing to drive. And you've got that extra boot space as well, which is very handy when you've got a 21-month-old baby as well. So what's it actually like to drive? It's very comfortable to drive. It turns very directly. So it rides the bumps very well, and what you find is you get the feedback from the steering, whereas the Focus sometimes used to understeer quite a lot around the corners. This is very comfortable to drive. This is a slightly higher spec. This is a titanium version, so you've got all the extra kit. You've got the Sony stereo system, you've got parking sensors, you've also got heated front screen, which is the plus in the Fords. But I've always been sort of quite loyal to Fords. I've had a Fiesta. I had that for 5 years, and that run absolutely faultlessly. I bought it with 72,000 miles on the clock, and I ran it until 93,000. And in that 5 years, the only thing I had to do was replace 2 new tyres. So I was quite loyal to Ford. I actually had a Civic in between, a 2.2 diesel. Even though they say Honda is reliable, it wasn't the case with it. I felt there was just something that was going to go wrong. I had to replace the clutch, had to replace the flywheel, the spring broke. I was forever. It wasn't the most reliable car I've ever bought. You know, I've always been quite lucky with my car choices, that I've always had reliable cars, touch wood. So to get that Honda and to spend quite a lot of money getting things repaired was a bit of a culture shock to myself. So I then changed back to Ford and bought the 1 litre silver Focus. At the time it seemed like a good deal, but the more and more I drove it, the more sort of disappointed I was. So that's why I ended up buying the Rover 100, because I wanted that thrill of driving again. And so I kept that for just about a year. I just wanted, it got to December. I actually went on holiday to Lanzarote in December. And the thing that strikes me most was the fact I couldn't get 2 suitcases in the boot. And for any car, not to get 2 suitcases in the boot when you go on holiday was a real minus point for me. Because even I had a 1.25 finesse Fiesta, and that easily fitted 2 suitcases in. And for a Focus, when you've got a child, going to be having a child being born in the next sort of 7 months, not to even fit 2 suitcases in was really, really disappointing for the Focus. So that was the reason that hit home why I needed to replace it quite soon. So I went and bought this. Don't get me wrong, you know, the Focus was a good in-between car. I didn't fall in love with it like many other cars I've had. So what you find is I found love driving this one a lot more than the Focus. So, you know, the gearbox is lovely, 1.6, plenty of smooth driving. So what you find is I was enjoying my driving a lot more driving this than I was driving the Focus. Another example was on hills. It was absolutely abysmal on hills for 1 litre. You're having to rev it so much just to get it going. Whereas this, I said you can use the gears, you don't have to. It's just got that smooth driving. And when I've drove it on motorways, it's just so relaxing to drive. And you've even got the speed limiter, so you can never speed. But one thing I would miss in this car is the sat-nav. It hasn't actually got a sat-nav built into it, so if I upgraded the car, the next car I get, so I'm looking to keep this one for another year at least, it will be a sat-nav. But to be fair, I don't do a lot of driving outside of where I live, so it's quite lucky that I don't have to rely on sat-navs very often. It's normally when I sort of go for like trips away. But overall, I'm very happy with this car at the moment. It suits what I need, so I'm not looking to change it at any time soon. But the Rover, a bit of a story. Yesterday I was approached by my senior manager. There's actually a gentleman, he had a Rover Metro being handed down to them from their mum. It was a K-Reg on a 1993 plate. And they were looking to see what I thought of it. So that was quite an interesting conversation. It was regarding what should I do with it, and I said there is a market for Rover Metros at the moment, and there are a lot of people which are very keen to buy them. So I've literally said, send me some pictures, I'll see what I can do, because my eyes actually lit up when I heard, oh, they had a Metro. But the reason the conversation started was because he saw my Rover 100 in the car park, and he approached my senior manager and said, "Whose Rover 100 is that in the car park? I absolutely love it." So that's how the conversation started. And that's why my eyes lit up when he said Rover Metro. If I had any chance, I'd actually pick it up myself, so I have to find out what sort of price they're charging for it, see if it's any good for me. But the good news is it's fully serviced, it's been fully MOT'd at the end of the year, so it's something that I could put my Rover 100 in the garage, to have some work done over the winter, and that could be my little my little run around over winter. But it depends on the condition of it, really. If it's in really good condition and there's no rust, then I might use it as a monthly, a daily through the winter. But we just have to wait and see. So what am I doing today? I'm just going to have a nice chilling out day with my family and enjoy the sun. So stay safe everyone. I'll speak to you soon.